zombie pigs. Oh my god.
The next redstone components are added were the dispenser, which would dispense out items, and the note block, which would play notes. Yeah, I realise now that
Oh my god, there's
those
so many gold
explanations
dust.
weren't needed,
Oh my
but they
god,
were added
gold
on
dust.
January the 13th, 2011, which is 194 days after the original redstone was added. The
Ooh,
note block
mushroom.
can play 24 different notes in total. The note block plays a different instrument depending on what block it is standing on top of. So for example, on top of glass it should make a click, on top of dirt it should make a piano noise, on top of stone it should make a bass drum, and on top of sand it should make a snare. If a block is placed on top of the note block, it won't make any noise whatsoever, as if the block is just covering up the speakers.
Ooh,
as you can
nether
see right
brick.
here. Not
Oh,
necessarily
shit.
redstone
Why didn't I go
related,
there?
but the note
Come
block
here.
can be used as fuel in a furnace. It smelts 1.5 blocks, which could be useful if you're really running low on coal. Some of the earliest redstone contraptions were in fact giant note block machines that would play popular songs. I remember these made the rounds way back in the day, and I always used to wonder how on earth they did it. Dispensers didn't have any special abilities until Snapshot
Are you guys gonna block that off?
12.038, where they were given the ability to spawn mobs using the new spawn
Like the
eggs, for
nether wall?
example, this evoker right here. Before then, they just spat out the items. It was in Minecraft 1.2.1 where dispensers really came into their own, and they were given a ton of special
Are you
abilities.
guys gonna like block out the
Obviously,
nether
the
wall
ability
or
to
anything?
spawn mobs, which you just mentioned, but also spitting out water,
Oh,
for example,
okay.
right here,
This one.
lava, TNT, and all that good stuff. In January
Whoa, they can
2013,
protect themselves, the
dispensers
villagers?
finally
Wow, that's
got the
cool.
ability to be placed vertically. Before that point,
What
the
the
only
spider?
directions that we could place them were in the 4 horizontals. They were briefly given the ability to place command blocks, but apparently that broke a lot of things, so they removed that feature. In Minecraft Pocket Edition, dispensers can be moved by pistons, but sadly in PC, that is not possible, which really upset me back in the day when I was first learning redstone, because I so wanted to make a chain gun, and I was crushed
How
when
do
I
I
found out that
find
I
it
couldn't
here?
do it.
I forgot.
Final dispenser related fact.
Oh,
They can
I
be
got it.
used to place the pumpkins on top of snow golems and also iron golems, as you just saw right there, which is something that quite a lot of people don't actually realise. The next redstone component that was added into the game after the note block and the dispenser was the repeater, which allowed us to extend out redstone signals. Now this was introduced in beta 1.3, which was released on February the 22nd, 2011. The repeater has 4 different settings for its delay, so this is 1 tick, and then we have 2 ticks right here, which is a slightly longer delay, 3 ticks, which is a slightly longer delay again, and you guessed it, 4 ticks, which is its longest delay. Now there are 10 redstone ticks in 1 second, which means that 1 redstone tick lasts 1/10 of a second, so the minimum delay on a repeater is 1/10 of a second, and the maximum delay on a repeater is 4/10 of a second, or 2/5. Repeaters are 0.125 of a block high, as you can see from my Y value on this F3 screen right here. This one is kind of redstone related, but the next component that was added was the locked chest, which was introduced on April the 1st as an April Fool's joke. And when you opened it up, it linked you through to the Minecraft store, which was in reference to Team Fortress 2. Another redstone related April Fool's joke was the redstone bug, which was introduced in Minecraft 2.0. Now this would spawn if a redstone burnout clock was activated. Powered rails and detector rails were the next official redstone components that were added after the repeater, and they were introduced in Minecraft Beta 1.5. Before we had these luxuries, we actually had to create something known as a minecart booster track, in that you'd have 2 minecart tracks next to one another, and you'd use one minecart that travelled